man? How's things in your world?
Everything's great. We are deep in the heart of Texas and Dallas, and everything is going really well. We have no complaints.
Yeah, no, man, Dallas is happening and places just it never stops exploding and expanding, right?
Right. Yeah, it's going wild. And of course it's always been a great city for you guys, right?
Oh yeah, like going back, I remember playing like trees and Deep Ellum
Yeah.
back. In fact, our drummer Mark went to North Texas and Denton,
Yes.
and Ryan went to Denton for like a semester, our guitar player. So yeah, we got some deep Texas roots for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're so excited to talk to you about the story because it's kind of similar. My daughter and I, she started doing photography, so we started doing
Yeah,
it together alongside each other. It's so cool to kind of keep it in the family, right?
100%. We had a great time.
Yeah. So tell us about the song and how this all came about.
Well, I was just sitting playing guitar in my bedroom, and then all of a sudden I hear,
I was like, Dad, why don't we write a song?
I'm like,
Yeah,
when your daughter asks you if you want to write a song, you're like, yeah, absolutely. It's
absolutely.
little kid hands you a fake toy phone. You're like, you say hello, right?
Yeah.
Said yeah, and then, but more importantly, she kind of had the idea and said that you wanted it to sound more like you're a fan.
Yeah, I am. I listen to a lot of their music on my Apple Music app. They're always one of the top artists for me, which
That's a
is
That's
parenting
perfect.
moment right there, right?
a winning song.
Yeah.
But I definitely wanted to bring back some of that old Sister Hazel sound because that's
Mhm.
more my favorite. And I know the fans like that too. So he brought in more of the new
Mhm.
stuff, but I definitely tried to incorporate more of the old
Yeah,
music.
kind of whether it was vibe wise or storytelling wise or whatever. And it was great. And it just so happened, when you sit down to write with people, you you bat around, what do you want to write about? Like I thought maybe she was going to come with an idea. Well, it just so happened that at this particular time, we're both going through transition. She's my youngest.
Yeah.
She's heading off to college. Luckily, it's not too far away. It's here in Gainesville, UF. But I'm an empty nester starting right now,
Oh
you know,
no.
long and all that. So it was all about how quickly things were moving and the chapters were just kind of clicking by, clicking by, clicking by. And we had a heck of a youth, didn't we,
Yes,
as a child? Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to Atlanta, you got to see a lot of different things and a lot of cool places. And hey, for dad, this is some cool dad points. We don't always get those.
Yeah.
Definitely. I know. I mean, we've been able to take so many trips, different places just because of his career.
Yes.
And I'm just so grateful for that.
Yeah. And you've got my friends, the guys that are household names to a lot of people,
Yes.
like Darius Rucker and Edwin
Yeah.
McCain and Emerson, all these guys that we grew up with, those are like family to her. And so kind of being around those guys and seeing that we're all a bunch of idiots makes it kind of, or makes it that whole family feel.
Yeah, but you know what? You make it look good, and it seems like a really really fun career. And a lot of people have looked up on that stage for years and thought, that's what I want to do. And so, what kind of advice do you give them?
Well, it's interesting. I think a couple of things. First thing I think of is it doesn't have to be as hard as people make it. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Go in and do your job. Understand that those people that are at that venue that you show up at for one gig or one night, they're there every night and they're making it happen night after night after night. And you're only as successful as the people that you surround yourself with. And when we leave a building, when Sister Hazel leaves, the biggest compliment I get is you guys and your crew were some of the easiest people we've had to work with, and your fans were so nice and so engaged. That was really, really gratifying. But for anybody to get involved in this business, you got to kind of be all in. For her, it's something that it's not necessarily something you don't want to do with your life. You kind of want it more to be like an outlet, and you can kind of jump in whenever you want, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So whatever different ideas
Yeah,
and that. I love
well,
the yeah, go ahead.
no, that's so cool. So, like, will we hear more music from you?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I have nothing in the works, but I didn't that day I asked him to write the song, so maybe another day will come and
And
I'll
we've
just
written a couple in the past.
yeah, we have nothing as serious as this, but we've jumped around with ideas and he tries to play his demos for me. So, and a lot of the new stuff I'll have my input in it, but not necessarily writing.
She's really good at at like editing, not in like a dramatic way, but like, Dad, you can beat that line. Like you're better than that, which I like that. Like I can take it from her. Or like, hey, 18-year-old Ken could have sung that, but I'm not sure that line's falling out the way you think it is. So it's nice to have an honest somebody that I know cares about me and cares about the work to give me some good feedback. And, she's a great creative writer on her own, poetic writer on her own. And so to have that perspective from someone that'll tell you the truth before it gets to the critics or the fans, or even to the band, sometimes it's really great having her on my side.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so you just have to have good people around you, and good fellow musicians. In fact, we have a mutual friend in Zach Myers from Shinedown, one of the greatest
Oh,
guys.
Zach, Zach and I have been friends for a very long time, and Zach was our guitar tech. And I
Yes,
remember he was my
right.
guitar tech, and he's like, dude, I had your Fortress poster on my wall. And now I'm like, can I get tickets? He's still one of my good friends.
That's
He
right.
loves music. He loves everything about the business, the people, being in a band, the travel. He's enjoying how to incorporate parenthood and marriage into that now. And Zach's one of the good guys, so he's super easy to root for.
That's right. Well, so my co-host is Drew Pearson, one of our great Dallas Cowboys. Caught the Hail Mary in
Yeah.
the Hall
Hey
of Fame.
man,
That's right.
I'm not a
Yeah.
young guy. I'm a Drew. Yeah.
Well, and so of course, what we love to do is ask people the Hail Mary moment, which is that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. I'm so curious to see what that was for you.
That's a really good question. For us, we all gave up. We were all college students doing some different things, and we said we're going all in. I mean, and our Hail Mary was we're going to make it so whether a record label comes around or not, we're going to have all the pieces in place where we're going to write songs we're proud of. We're going to put on live shows that people say was time well spent, money well spent. We're going to buy our own van and trailer, and we're going to sleep in one hotel room if we sell a t-shirt. And then we had this plan where we would take these concentric circles around from Gainesville, Florida, where we're from, to these other college towns and go, we're going to hit Jacksonville, Atlanta, Auburn, Athens, Tallahassee. We're going to hit these things every couple of weeks. And then all of a sudden, we started seeing them build, and we would get a little further and further into the Carolinas and into Tennessee. And we were all in that we believed what we were doing was going to work. And we threw it out there. And before you know it, couple radio stations picked up All For You and Happy, and the majors were going, who is this band that's taking up a slot of our band's gonna have? And they'd come and see us, and we were putting between 500 and 1,500 people as an indie band in these rooms. We were selling CDs out of the back of the van, but also consignment shops where you could get a record. And we had
Yeah.
sold 10,000 copies of Some Are More Familiar, which was our second record, really, before we got a deal. And that may as well have been, 11 billion to the majors. They were like, it's resonating. So we tried to control the things that we could control, and we just went for it, man. But like I said, don't make it's hard enough to be in a band, to be creative together, to write together, to live together, to do all the run a business together. Don't make it harder than it has to be, man. And we as a band, I'm very proud of the fact that we have some different beliefs politically, spiritually, the way we like to handle songwriting, set list. But we have made it with the same five guys for almost 3 decades, navigating all of those things because we treat people in dignified ways with integrity. We all were honest guys. We would always be there for each other. We learned how to fight fair, and most importantly, we had to learn to check our egos at the door and how to kind of bring in a baby. Like I would bring in a baby at first and go, "This is how it goes. I want you to play this and you to play this." And people didn't get in a band to do that, man. Everybody wants their fingerprints on it. That's how we all get pushing in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. And Elena, it's got to be cool for you to see your dad around all these good guys, right?
Yes, it is. I mean, I love and respect them so much, but they're just like family to me. I mean, I've gotten to see them all write songs together and do this, and I just get to see it firsthand. And it's so interesting how they all bump off each other and work together to create something that none of them could do by themselves. They all have a little bit of each other
That's
in
right.
that.
It's about some of the parts. And even in this song, we had a chorus that was probably a little too wordy. I did it that way because I thought Drew and I were going to kind of maybe do a vocal bounce off each other. And then I kept going, what? And I turned in this song. By the way, when I turned in this song, like we all do, I didn't tell them I wrote it with Alaina because I wanted them to not pick it for that reason or to not pick it for that reason. You know what I mean? Like pick it. I didn't want her, I wanted them to pick it on the merit of the song. So they did. And one of the things that they said was, I'm missing what you're trying to say in the chorus a little bit. So we pulled out a couple of those lines and Jet Barris, who's really one of the most creative guys, our bass player, he came up with this idea for this kind of Cars sounding, sounds like the Cars hook throughout the chorus. It fills those gaps, and then we took those other lines and built them the way she likes them, which is has counter melodies kind of at the end that tell a story. And so I was like so reluctant to pull those lines out of the chorus because they meant something. But she goes, "There's another place for them. Why don't we see if we can layer them at the end?" That was a great example of collaboration, and the band took the song to another level. I mean, we had a great demo of it, a little more acoustic bass that I did with Brian Facchino and Ben Jackson, but the band getting in for it, we were in this mode of we're going to have fun and we're going to swing the bat. We've been a band a long time. Don't get stuck in a rut and make sure that everything's out. Let's try different things. And I really think it came through. And another thing about this particular song, It All Goes By So Fast, is that our fan base is a little bit older now. We have teenage kids, and not only we're all going through that, it all goes by so fast, and you never know when something will never happen again. Like, if you're a dad, there's the last time a kid comes running down to your room in the middle of the night, wants to jump in there, and there's the last time you pick them up, and there's the last time you're all at dinner for the same at night when someone's going off to college or something. And so being cognizant that that happens and then writing a chorus, I mean, the bridge that we took the time to kind of quickly run through how fast that can go. It came together well, and having a fan base and this next generation of hazelnuts, right? It's good parenting.
Yeah.
Really connected with people, and it's been really gratifying for the two of us.
Wow, that's so cool. And is there something that you keep in mind that kind of keeps you on the right path even when things are tough?
What you mean, like in life? For me, I have
Yeah.
answers, but I want to hear for you in life.
Yeah.
Has things come to you? Has growing up in this family influenced you in any way?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, going through different things, whether it's school or soccer or extracurriculars, anything,
Relationships
yeah,
and
I've been able to just come back home and I see this guy and I see my siblings and I see our family and everything.
talk it through, man.
Absolutely. And everything Sister Hazel has done for me, honestly, I see people all the time go up to him and they're like, this song changed my life, or this song impacted me in this way. And people have tattoos of lyrics. And I'm just like, I mean, I honestly,
You're just like, I'm just waiting on the bagel. I need to see your tattoo.
I know, but it's just, Sister Hazel honestly has impacted me in that way where certain songs just help me in certain instances and
Wow.
certain lyrics. And I mean, I even thought about, he wouldn't let me, but thought about getting a tattoo of like one of the old albums, but that was no
You're like,
good.
no,
Had me like I was this close to tears, and then I was like, "No, we're not gonna do that.
not the tattoo.
Not the tattoo. Not the tattoo."
Maybe.
That's really, but we do have a family that is extremely close. And one of my great parenting wins, in fact, life wins, is that my kids are really close. They're about 2 years apart, and she and her older sister and brother are so close that it is so much fun for me to watch how much they look out for each other, how much they look forward to seeing each other. And man, I'll take that all day long because it's just not like that everywhere. And we got, I don't know, this, you can't see this one. We
I
got
see it.
this one and two rescues running
Oh,
around.
that's awesome.
And the dogs are definitely part of the fun over here.
Definitely.
Oh, I know. I saw a little face earlier, and I was like, "Yes, we get a special guest."
Hey.
Oh,
Third gift.
that's so cool. I'm so happy for you. Well, last thing, when are we going to get to hear this thing live?
Yeah, well, we just started playing out live last weekend. So as you start coming to shows, it's going to be on the set list all through the fall. And so far, the response to it has been really, really great. And seeing something go from your couch or to back by the, out sitting by the water or a bedroom or whatever, to seeing people grab lyrics or a line. In fact, someone already put the line, "You never know when something will never happen again." Two people already tattooed that on there.
Yeah.
It's only been out.
It was
It's only they saw a demo and I was so it was amazing. So very, very happy about the way it's been responded to, and super proud that I've done it with my daughter, who, I mean, she and I, we really are two peas in a pod.
That's amazing.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to see it live. And also, as a fan of football, please tell Drew
Yeah.
Pearson I appreciate his input to the NFL and his days back there with Tom Landry and all those old guys. It's incredible. Just incredible time, formative years for guys like big sports fantasy starting tonight, right?
Yes.
So we're all neck deep in that. She plays in our league too.
Oh,
So.
wow. All right. I love that. That's
I
so
don't
cool. Like, well, I couldn't be happier for you. We wanted to highlight this. I'm so glad that you could both be on with us. Congratulations on everything, and look forward to seeing you out on the road pretty soon, hopefully in the great state of Texas.
Absolutely see us in the great state of Texas. Thanks for having us on, man. It means a lot to us.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Take care.